The Department of Theology and Religious Studies is a department which prides itself in its excellence, both in terms of its faculty and its teaching. We have a faculty which is a very, very strong publishing faculty. We have a faculty which is very, very strong in terms of its commitment to students and commitment to teaching.
One of the wonderful things about working with the faculty in the Religious Studies department is that they're all experts in their field. And their fields are very, very different from each other. And so depending on what you want to study, there's someone who is an expert in that.
The Religious Studies department here at John Carroll has a diverse population of professors. I feel that there's great knowledge in ethics and in theology and in biblical interpretation. And so whatever field that you want to get into and that you want to study, the department here provides that option.
We have a very collegial department, and that collegiality carries over into the relationship with the students.
The classroom experience here is really collaborative. So I really like being able to be in a small setting, a few students in a classroom.
I felt immediately a sense of community and a sense that each person in the graduate school cared about who I was and knew my name.
You get a lot of one-on-one attention with both your colleagues and your professors.
One of the real strengths of a Jesuit tradition and the Jesuit university is the importance of the academic element of that, of being able to, as one Jesuit priest said one time, to be able to ask any question and to consider any answer and then to act on that answer. And so we sort of enliven that by saying, well, when we're going to do our research, let's ask all the questions, let's consider all the answers. But then once you have done that, you then have to make some kind of decision about what you think about those answers that you've possibly considered.
The tradition here at John Carroll encourages a way of thinking about religion that is really different. It's really academic, it's really challenging, and it encourages a mature faith and a mature understanding of faith that I think is really important.
The intergenerational relationships in the classroom have been inspirational for me to see those people come back and to bring their experience to the classroom and see how they've lived their lives being a man or a woman for others.
We get a lot of training in scriptural studies, in the way to interpret scripture, the way to interpret Catholic teaching, and so those things that we learn and study really give us a good base to encounter whatever it is that we're going to do in the world.
They really push us so that I feel like when I finished a paper for a course, I could submit it to a journal and have it potentially be published, because they push us to the level of the academic work that people outside of the university are doing.
We work with our students not only to develop their own ideas, but then to be able to provide them and produce them in a larger public to a larger audience.
That tradition of education is what I needed. I needed a good base in logic and reasoning to be able to pursue what it is that I wanted to do. John Carroll had a reputation for teaching that well, and so I wanted that.